Hello, one and all. This is Baka&Co, a show where we talk about all things anime and manga, from news to reviews and everything in between. I am your host, Frankfurter, and with me is my co-host, the Magically Average, Magically Average. I don't know. I fucked up that thing because I wasn't gonna. Yeah,
Magically average.
sure, something like that. I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
give you a nickname this week, and I forgot to get rid of the. That's why I'm fucking up. But anywho, other than fucking up your name, today we are going to preview fall 2022 anime. I'm not even going to ask you how you're doing. We're just going to hop the fuck into it. Today, we are going to be looking at livechart.me. I like the layout they do. They give the synopsis there. You don't have to click into it. It's great. I think Mal does similar things, but it's really weird and wonky to get to the English titles, so that's why we go with livechart. But besides the point, we know what's coming up out here at the top here. It's your big shows. We know what's coming out. So we're gonna start at the very fucking bottom. Not at the very bottom because these are just like we don't need to know about these cursed CGI
A little,
animal
yeah.
things with
We don't need to know what kids
Obaka.
are watching in Japan at
Yeah,
8 in the morning.
Duel
We're
Masters
good.
win. That's what they're watching. But we're gonna start here at the very bottom right with the Human Crazy University, which is just a mystery show apparently.
Yeah. Which, I mean, outside of the animation style that looks like it's from the late 80s, early 90s, I mean, I might give it a try. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
looks goofy as shit.
It does look pretty unique, is the word. Like, it looks like an updated old show, if that makes any sense. But the synopsis is: I am name here, your ordinary run of the mill death row prisoner. Name here is a prisoner on death row for murdering his fiancée. He's also an undead man who has survived many desperate situations. For this, he has earned the interests of a research institution called Human Crazy University, which studies real life miraculous phenomena and the people who become entangled in them. Now, a subject of their research, Satake relates to them his memories of his immortal yet unhappy life. Why did he kill his fiancée? Soon enough, the truth sheds light on a much bigger conspiracy. Um,
Ooh.
the
The
premise
next
seems
Odd Taxi.
the premise seems really cool, but
Yeah.
everything on this poster just screams, "What in the ever living fuck?" Like, you've
Yeah,
got a
no, it's
plane here that's going down with a burnt out engine. You've got a noose here with this crazy eyed blonde male guy, and then you've got the stoic beach bum, and then just other shit. And I think this is a shark.
professor eating like a big cartoonish ham
Yeah, and then you got
on a
like a
bone.
shark coming out of this guy's neck. I don't know. It's just I'm good. I don't need this.
Like I said, I'll give it one episode. I just need to get past the really crude animation style.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. But I'm a pass. You're given an episode, and we shall see. Next up is a show that I have no fucking clue how to pronounce.
It's a chibi show, a chibi made
Yeah.
show. We can just skip it. It's
Yep.
Umayuru.
I think we could skip the next few. Next one being a magical
Eh,
girl show, and then Vaz Rock the animation, which I actually have not looked into this. There's no synopsis. I'm sure if I googled somewhere else, it'd give me a synopsis, but it's just a music anime. So if you like music, there you go. There's another one for you. There's actually a shit ton of music anime this season.
yeah. Well, I was just about to say, speaking of,
Speaking of music anime, Eternal Boys, another music show coming out by Linden Films, which is basically just a male idol project, and I'm good. Don't
think
don't.
about think about like the Backstreet Boys coming out now on their tour,
Yeah,
right?
like Backstreet Boys grown up, and that's
Yeah.
what this show is.
Like Backstreet Boys with families and arthritis issues. Like that's what the Eternal Boys is.
Mm-hmm.
It's described as the quote mature idol project, which could use a better title, but I see what they're getting at. Again,
Yeah.
could have just gone with the senior citizen idol
Yep.
brigade.
Which, I mean, I'm sure there's an audience out there for it. This isn't our thing. It's
My fiance.
Your fiance would love this. I think
Maybe.
this is actually gonna be a pretty funny comedy. It just says music, which kind of is weird, but the premise seems really funny.
Listen, she's been on like a boy. She saw the Backstreet Boys this year when they came to our hometown area.
Neck of the woods.
So she's on like a boy band kick with all these bands getting revived from the dead,
Oh,
basically.
loud.
So I'm sure she'll give it at least a quick peek.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, will not. Moving on, we have Megaton Musashi. Musashi season 2. I didn't watch season 1, so I will be passing. But this looks like a decent mecha show. It looks kind of childlike. It's like a Gundam
Yeah.
Light, like a Gundam for children, almost.
Yeah.
But
The main characters here just to me looks like the kid from Gurren Lagann, like crazy, but in just like 3 parts.
no, I don't know. Not really. He doesn't look anything like Gurren Lagann.
Okay, well, never mind. I'll go away and be quiet now.
Yes, you will. Anywho, next up, Idolish Third Beat Part 2. I have not watched Idolish. I may have had a stroke.
I'm not going to help you.
Toast? I have
Yeah.
not seen Idolish Part 1 of the 3rd season, nor have I seen seasons 1 or 2. So I will not be starting here. But for those of you who like this, there's your Part 2. Starts in 19 days. Oh, wait, no, it's already started. Episode 2 comes out in 19 days. So yeah, I don't know how that one worked.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, moving on to something that we are actually going to watch at least one episode of, and I know I'm going to be uncomfortable watching this.
Super uncomfortable.
I'm not even going to. Basically, I got reincarnated into a dummy head mic. Basically, this is high school girl ASMR. And the guy who died is reincarnated into the like microphone that looks like a head that the girls do the ASMR into.
Yes.
So
for all of you ASMR fans out there that have been just dying, praying every night for your anime to just show your ASMR fetishes, every single bit of it, you fucking scored a 10 out of 10 with this one.
Here you go. This is for you.
Yep.
But yeah, I think we both agreed that this seems like such a bizarre premise that we're both gonna watch one episode.
Oh yeah. Well, like this one came out, like the title for it came out right around when like a couple other really strange isekais, like Vending Machine in Another World, and Reincarnated as like a girl's dog. That one came out too. So like the whole anime is going to be like from the dog's perspective. So it's just going to be all horrible
you were telling me
POV.
about that.
Yeah, this one came out like they announced this one right around that same time when those others were being announced, and I was like, okay, I have to give all of them a try, but this one seems the most interesting because they're going for such a niche area of in ASMR. Like,
yeah.
I'm really interested to know like how they're going to, because the first line says the slapstick comedy revolves around a protagonist, and then it's like goes on to talk about the ASMR group and stuff. So I'm wondering how they're going to be like, oh, it's a slapstick, but also etchy, and also like it's always going to be kind of whispery in your ears, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be make you very, very, very like you. I feel like you'd have to watch it with headphones on because if you watch it through your TV speaker, you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one, but I do want to watch one episode just to see how fucking bizarre this is. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is our one pick of just like what the fuck. But moving on to the next row of shows, which I know I had been showing for a while for you video viewers, but I will be trying to do better about only showing what we're talking about. Next up is another, I don't know if it's a movie or if it's just a season, but a new Detective Conan, The Culprit Hanazawa, or Hanzawa, not Hana, but it's more Detective Conan. I don't know if it's a show or if it's a movie, but if you like Detective Conan, here's more Detective Conan.
I feel like there's Detective Conan like every single season.
Yeah, they just don't stop. It's like it's like
just
One
a
Piece.
nonstop.
They're just a machine. They just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. I guess. But holy moly, wasn't that
Yeah.
like last season or a season ago that we had like the Detective Conan cousin or something was the
Yeah, I
detective?
think it was when we did our summer preview. It was about like his cousin or something, and it was a movie that was coming out. But I
Yeah,
don't remember the title of
because
the movie.
we were all like, geez, Detective Conan got taller and wears contacts,
Did
and he's
he?
like black now.
Did he actually become a teenager again, or is he still a child? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think it's like his English cousin because I remember him like drinking tea or
Did
something.
that
I was like,
English
that's a
cousin
very
shrink? Because there's also another child on this poster that is no, they're not.
no, I
No,
think it's
never
something
mind.
different.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, but
But
yeah, no,
anywho,
dude, Detective Conan comes out every single day. It feels like.
yeah. But this next show is something that we're both kind of looking forward to in an optimistic way. Housing Complex C. It's a horror show that's coming out. Which for those of you who are video viewers, we have a trailer running in the background. Um, Interesting that this is a 4 episode show according to Live Chart. I don't know
Yeah,
if they're gonna be like an hour long, if it's just gonna be 30 minutes. If it's only 30 minutes, like that's a really short amount of time to convey like anything you really want. Like I know Netflix did a 6 episode show called Orbital Children, which I actually genuinely really enjoyed, and I think it's really great. But the pacing was
yeah.
pretty breakneck. Like if this is only 4 episodes, this is gonna go at a breakneck pace of just yeah,
I That is confusing too that they have it listed as 4 because normally if they do, they'll put like a little box in the corner that says like limited series or short series or something.
right.
But I'm I would hope that they're like 45 to an hour. Because yeah, I
But it
watched Rebel of Children too, and you felt like you were breaking your neck because it was going so fast
but
at
it was
times.
still really good.
Oh yeah, it
But
was fantastic. But I feel like it's hard to do that with a horror anime though. I feel like you want to set up a lot more pieces
a
to
lot
the
more
environment.
intrigue.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how they're going to build it. I don't know much about this. I know it's like one of a handful of horror anime to begin with. So I don't know if they're going
Yeah.
to go for like just the straight up like jump scare grotesque or they're going to go more of the mind fuckery
And this
like
trailer really doesn't give much away. Like
no.
it's really kind of tame in a sense.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm not listening with audio, so I don't know, but yeah, interesting to see how this, what comes about on this. But also, really other interesting fact: this is an Adult Swim show. This is or Toonami, I think. This is that weird show this season that is only going to be on Toonami slash
Yes.
Adult Swim.
Yes, which they're on. Oh God, what is
That's
it?
Cartoon
Is it
Network.
HBO? No, some
Oh,
larger group acquired like the streaming
yeah, we
rights
talked
for
about this a
tuna.
few weeks. That's Adult
Yeah,
Swim or Adult Swim
was
and
it
HBO.
HBO? Okay, so it might be on HBO.
I doubt it. I don't know. Like it said adult. I don't know. More to come.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
feel like, but yeah. So that's gonna be an interesting one. That we have our eyes on. We want to watch this one, but 4 episodes is kind of strange. It is what it is. But next up, something that's actually you said has been getting a lot of buzz. I've heard nothing really about it. My Master Has No Tail. It's a historical type show. Mameda is a shape-shifting Tanuki girl who dreams of becoming human someday. One day she turns into a black-haired beauty and heads out to Osaka, but is soon discovered. One beautiful woman relentlessly says to the depressed Mameda, I don't know, go
yeah,
back to where you came from. Calls herself Rakugo Storyteller. Oh, okay. The Taisho Rakugo fantasy that will make you smile begins here. So I didn't realize that this is like a Rakugo type show to begin with.
Well, I think it's based off of a Rakugo story. Like I think it's one of the stories that is
Oh, that they
told.
tell
That's why
in
it's like a
Rakugo.
historical. Yeah, that's
Mm,
why it's classified as a historical anime.
okay.
So I don't know. I've seen a lot of I don't wouldn't call it buzz, but they've gotten a lot of promotional stuff with different trailers and different uh like press related things.
Yeah.
on anime, like on a lot of like the anime news networks and everything. So I don't know if people are excited about it per se, but I just know that I have seen a lot of different
Buzz.
articles and bumps about it. So I don't know if that means it's good, but it
Interesting.
has an interesting enough title where I'd be like, what does that mean?
I mean, if I have enough time, which I know I won't, this will be a show that I will probably throw into the the one episode bin. But
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like just depending on when it starts. I mean, it says 10 days, but it's within this month, so I potentially might just watch episode one because I have nothing to watch. But it's
yeah.
probably gonna go on the pass list. If it gets a dub, I will watch it next season while working, because I've been doing that a lot with a bunch of dubs recently. So we'll throw it into the dub bin if it gets a dub. But moving on to the next show, Play It Cool Guys, which is something that I've actually heard of beforehand as a manga. I've not read it. Not read it.
Nat.
Um, Nat. I said Nat, but I meant not. I
I'm
have
not
not.
red.
I have not read. I have not read it, but I know about it. It's basically just a bunch of guys that look really cool, and they've got the like look down of being really cool, but they're just a bunch of dweebs and dorks, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So,
Yeah. They're the
it,
masters of masking their identity.
yeah, which sounds funny on paper, but probably I'm not. It with what's at the top of this list, it doesn't
Yeah.
catch my
It
attention.
it feels like one of those premises similar to Shikamori, where it's like it's not enough to really draw you in for a slice of life. Like, oh yeah, the main dude's just clumsy and the girl somehow is a badass and saves him. It's like, cool.
Fair
Is
enough.
there anything else?
Which to be fair, I've read. I'm caught up to date with the physical bits of Shikamori. And it's very
Mhm.
good. I really enjoy it.
Oh, I mean, I still enjoyed it. I didn't mind it so much, but I think this is it's in for many other people. It's probably in that same vein of like the
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're cool and but they're actually dorks. Like what how much can they do with that? I might give it a try if I have time. Again, to your point, I doubt that I will, but
Especially
um
since it comes out in 20 days, which will be like mid-season already.
yeah,
Like everything would
yeah.
just be either started or will be starting. So
Yeah, because we're recording this on the 19th of September. So 20 days puts it at, yeah, like October, what, 9th or so?
8th, is it 30 or
8th?
31 days? There's 30 days
30.
in September, so it'll be October 8th or October
Yeah.
9th. Sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, yeah, you're already basically a week in for
Yep.
some of the other shows that are coming out. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
and I mean you have Chainsaw Man and Bleach coming out on the 10th
We're
and
not there
11th,
yet.
but anywho, we'll get there. I mean, who doesn't know that those two shows are coming out? Anywho, encouragement of climb next summit. Speaking of next shows, it just looks like a slice of life. Oh wait,
It is a
oh this is
continuation, it
it
sounds
is a
like.
continuation. It looks like episodes 1 through 4 are recaps of previous series with added short stories. So it looks like it's just a continuation of this show. I didn't watch season 1. Didn't know there was a season 1. Won't be watching this season. But for those of you who love your slice of life, here you go. Here's it. Maybe you didn't know about this one. You can go watch season 1 before season 2 starts.
Yeah. And an interesting twist. They're mountain climbers. So
Yeah,
there you go.
but or you can just watch this show because the episodes 1 through 4 are recaps. So
That works as well.
that works as well. This one I'm excited. Like this is those shows that you're like I'm excited this is coming out, but I know I will never watch it.
Oh, yeah.
This is that show for me. I'm
Mhm.
excited that Pop Team Epic is getting a second season. I have not watched season 1. I've only seen clips and memes and shit about it. I have no plans of watching season 1, but I'm glad that it is finally getting a season 2 because I know how
Yeah.
much people love this show.
Oh, it's goofy as all hell. I've seen portions of season 1. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think I've watched all the way through it yet, but I it's one of those shows where it would fit the bill of like the late night adult swim shows of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and
Harvey
um
Birdman,
Harvey
attorney
Bird,
at
yeah,
law.
yep, and then Pop Team Epic could be in there, and you wouldn't even bat an eye. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty up there.
What was the Adult Swim show? Was it Children's Hospital? Or what was it? Do you know what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
think
about?
yeah, Children's Hospital, yeah,
some shit like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
this
there were
this
so many
is
classics.
this is reminiscent of it's just stupid shit like that. It's just
Yeah.
a gag show, which if you like,
Mr. Pickles.
God. Anyways, if you like kind of gag stupid comedy, this is right up your alley. Go watch season 1. Season 2 comes out in 11 days as of recording, so on the 30th, or 11 days and 14 hours, so maybe
No, like October
the
1st, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, Akiba Maid War. I think, if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with the Akiba's Trip series. I'm more than positive that this has something to do with the Akiba's Trip series, which if it does, it's based off a video game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I have no interest. I say I have no interest of this. This is one of those weird animes that I feel like is going to end up on hidive and get a fucking dub for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then one day I'll watch the dub, because I played through the first Akiba's Trip game. It was fine. It was like a solid 6.5 out of 10. And then I, down the line, ended up watching the anime just out of morbid curiosity to see how in line it was with the game. And, it was pretty decently so. So, yeah, this is a show that I know about. I have no interest in, but one day I'll probably watch just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Just to get my kind of like ecchi and just like, yeah.
And this is sort of a PSA for everyone. This is Akiba Maid War, not to be confused with Akabi Sailor Uniform.
Yes, one is a bunch of maids working at a cafe. The other is a bunch of middle schoolers.
Yeah.
So, no loots. Anywho, next one is a sequel. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th season of this show. It's the how the fuck
Yawamushi.
Yawamushi. Yeah, Yawamushi Pedal Limit Break. It's just a continuation of that cycling show that people watch.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to point out one thing in that.
Yeah, go for it.
Poster, the gentleman in the blue, his ass is so high in the air. His legs must be 2/3 of his body for his ass to be that high and his feet to be on the pedals.
I wanted to zoom in on it, but you know what? We're just gonna
zoom in there, Crow. Yeah, like his ass is.
No. That's his
high.
shirt. That's his shirt. That's his shirt. That is.
It looks like he has butt pockets.
No,
those are butt pockets.
That's not butt pockets.
That is for sure.
Those are lapels. Those are lapels. Those are lapels on a shirt. That is a shirt. He just has a lot of drag, and he's just that good. He's just that good. He's just that good that he's just like, you know what? I'll wear a shirt that'll make me drag.
No, that's his ass.
And he's still beating him. Look at that shit.
That's his ass. That's his ass because if you look at the guy in the yellow, he's got that same little like black hoop on his pants. That's for sure his pants. His ass is just super high in the air.
This boy in yellow has the ass of me. It is flat and fucking stinky cheese
He's
board.
got the fucking posture of you too, arched over, hunched back. Like, ugh.
Yeah, nearly.
It's just painful to look at. No, that kid's ass is 1.5 miles in the air and his head's down to the ground.
Shirt. It's a shirt.
It's not. Okay,
it's
we're gonna put up a poll after this.
He's
And we're
wearing
gonna
a
ask.
shirt. Look at this. There's a collar here. It's a
I see the collar, but no. But if you
look
at the guy in the yellow, he's got that same little black hoop on his pants. Those are the same little hoops on his shorts. He is bent over at like a 45. That's
a shirt design. This little black loop
it's
right
not.
here. That's a shirt.
It is
design.
not. It is not a shirt. You are shitting me.
Yes, I am.
If you think that is
wide,
a shirt,
buddy, I'm shitting you.
If you think that is his shirt, you are mistaken. His ass is way in the air.
That is his shirt. That is not.
Then where's his ass? Where's his ass?
His ass is probably right here. Look at his legs. Unless his fucking legs come out.
His legs. How do you see his legs? That's what I mean.
Here
this
on his bike.
Sense.
On his
doesn't
bike.
Make sense.
Here's his foot. Down here, it goes. You see the leg goes there and through the guy's helmet. His ass is probably at the top of his helmet. Because it's a shirt flapping in the wind.
But no, it's not. How does his shirt flap like that? His shirt's flapping
because
from the
he's wearing a fucking shirt, like a collared shirt. Just think of like a button down. Think of a button down. This guy is just a Chad that is like, I can beat you with a fucking button down. You wear your fucking skin tight bullshit. I'm gonna wear a button down with my skin tight bullshit, and still beat you. Look at his fucking bike. It's closer to the finish line than the others. Spoiler alert, this dude in yellow loses. It is what it is.
You know, the unfortunate thing is that I get to make the thumbnails for this, and I'm going to make it this like this little visual, and I'm going to circle his ass and put ass. I'm going to circle his head and put head, and I'm going to make a diagram showing like the mathematical diagram of like the angles and like the posture and how the fuck it
Here's
works
what
out.
I want you to do. I want you to outline his body, because that is a fucking weird angle. His head is like going up, so you have his like head and neck, and then it goes like down slightly and then back up and then around. Like there ain't nobody like that. Anywho,
yeah, for any of you who are listening, wait, no, hang on. For any of you who are listening, let's do an experiment at home for us. Stand up, put your body at a 90-degree angle, and then somehow get your ass above your head, and that's what this kid's doing on a bike.
That high school boy ain't that caked, okay? As much as your fiance would like,
they're cyclists.
As much as your fiance would love for him to be that caked, he ain't that caked. I'm dragging her into this.
Listen, you
can ask her.
I want a main character that's caked up.
Ask her and ask if that boy is caked or if that boy just has a flappy shirt. Moving on.
All right, I'll ask her.
Moving on. God damn it. They're rerunning the Berserk Golden Age arc movies on on Nippon TV. So
yeah,
I don't know if these will actually be out anywhere if they're not already on streaming services. So if you want to watch them and you're in Japan, go for it. They're being refilmed. They're being
released.
Re-released. Sure. That's the word
sure.
I'm not thinking of. Yeah, we'll go with that. Cool.
With added and improved scenes. There you go. That's what it says.
The next show is something that I'm super interested in. You give me a lot of shit for. It is the Little Lies
for valid reasons.
The Little Lies We All Tell. It's a comedy show about 4 maybe high school or middle school girls. I don't know what their ages are, but basically they're 4 friends in school, and they basically all live like a secret life. Like one of them is an alien who also looks like they're part of an army, which is questionable at best. Yeah, I know, whatever. But like it does, I don't know. I can't defend that. That just looks really fucking weird. Another one is a ninja. Another one is a fucking foodie, and I forget what the last one is because the trailer hasn't gone that far. For you video viewers, you can see the trailer up. For you audio listeners, we are showing a trailer. Go check us on YouTube. But I'm actually really looking forward
Translation,
to this.
Fuck you, audio, you listeners.
No. That's
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I love you. Talking to you, Stead, just you. Just because we know you're consistent. Anywho, no, I really do think that this is gonna be one of those. Here's the thing. I said I was looking forward to Teppen, that show that's out this season. Oh, that's right. The other one is actually a boy, but they dress up as a girl. That's what the last one was. I feel like this is going to be another show that flies under the radar like Teppen. I know I said I was going to watch Teppen. Shit happened, and I just fell real fucking hard off on Teppen. This seems like it's going to be another one of those. I did enjoy what I watched, so I think I'll enjoy this. It just looks like a stupid, goofy comedy. I'm gonna give this a 3-episode try and see.
Gonna have to. You'll have to relay it to me. I don't even think I'm gonna touch this one.
Yeah, I know you won't, but again, I'll relay it to you. But it looks funny. The action looks funny as well. Like they're just showing like the ninja and the alien girl holding up a water gun. Like it looks just kind of wholesome and funny. I don't know. It's my opinion.
It looks wholesome and funny until they show the German army girl going up to them fucking executioner style with the water gun.
And yet she's an alien. I don't understand what the fuck they're doing.
I don't know, but all I can tell you is that she was for sure a part of a quote certain army.
Yeah.
And it is very painfully obvious what army it is.
This is here. Let's just look at the freeze frame here. If you're a video viewer, it's the second girl who is the alien, because you have the boy, the foodie, the ninja, and the alien who also looks like they're just part of an army. But I don't know. I mean, it seems like a goofy, funny premise on paper. I do want to watch the first episode or three and see how it actually turns out and what it's actually about. Because God fucking knows what it's actually about. But moving on from that, because we gotta fly through some of these, we have Muv Love Alternative Season 2. That's a hell to the nah. Fuck, I don't even know what the. I know we looked at the trailers of what we were gonna put up. I don't even know what the next trailer is.
It's a couple away. We have
Is it
Seiken
Bochi?
Dense.
It's
Yes.
okay. So the next one
Yeah.
is
Seiken Densetsu Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal. Long
Oh,
name, not gonna watch it.
It's so basically this is just a Legend of Mana, which is a video
Yeah.
game series. It's just a anime, I think, based in that world. I don't know.
Yep.
I haven't played much of Legend of Mana, so I don't know if those games takes place in the same world or not. So, if it does, it's a anime that takes place in that world. Good for you. Next up, we have Raven of the Inner Palace, which is a fantasy, historical, and magic show. In the depths of the Inner Palace in China, there lives a special queen consort called Ui? Ui? I don't know. Crow Queen.
Oh.
Who is a queen but does not sleep with the emperor. Some who have seen her say she is an old woman, while others say she is a young girl. She is said to have magical powers and can do anything you ask her to do, from killing people to finding lost items. One night, the emperor of the time, Koshin, comes to visit the current. Yeah.
Can we go backward a second? I don't like the she can do anything she wants, like find lost items or just murder people. Those are
Straight up
two wild
murder.
Those are very, very different things that one is capable of. That's like saying, like, I know how to make a cake and also fuel a rocket ship. Like, okay.
And also disarm a nuclear bomb.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably say no to this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to this one as well. But
and same with this next
one.
I
feel like neither of us are really about historical shows, honestly. And this
sometimes, I mean, sometimes I am. I just it has to be the right kind, I would say, especially for an anime.
Was those Snow White notes? That's just technically a magic, or not magic, music show.
Magic.
It's magic. Oh.
Yeah, that's just music. It's like a music competition.
I do want to.
I don't know when my last like historical. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was.
I can also tell you this though. Not watching this next one. But
yes,
surprised that the studio is doing
Princess. Bibliophile Princess by Madhouse. Which of those of you don't know who Madhouse is?
Mad for doing this.
Madhouse is One Punch Man Season 1, Overlord, Death Note, No Game No Life, fucking Irregular Magic's High School, Parasite, yada 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 yada. Everything that you fucking love.
Studio.
A lot of things are done by Madhouse, and they're doing this next one, Bibliophile Princess, which is basically just about a book-loving princess.
Yeah.
So
the title also like screams the early 2000s manga covers of like the werewolf hugging the girl, or like the prince like saving the princess.
This is literally the prince saving the princess. You.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I mean. But like, it's
Twilight?
It's the most stereotypical cover you could ever have.
When you're talking about like young girl love like novels, yes. This is exactly what it looks like. Whatever you're picturing, yes, it is the prince who is blonde, has his head on, like his cheek on top of the girl's head, who is also blonde, and she has long hair and a pink frilly dress, and he's wearing just like nobility outfit, whatever, in blue. So it's very stereotypical.
Royal garb.
Yeah. Fuck that show. Whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Madhouse. Good for you. Good for you. Get that money. Do what you need to do. Next up, which we do have a trailer for, is Bocchi the Rock. This is a music anime, which I'm excited about. Like it seems kind of goofy, funny. I don't know. Like I haven't watched K-On!, but it seems kind of reminiscent of K-On!, if that makes sense. Like, even though I know I haven't seen it, I've seen clips of it, but it definitely seems that way.
I was gonna say I haven't seen K-On! too, but I will take your word for it. But I want to point out, because you didn't, that it's also being done by Cloverworks, who has recently been knocking it out of the park. So,
Cross your fingers, dude. Like,
I mean, it
why?
looks.
Why you
I mean,
gotta put
again,
that bad juju on us?
no, I mean it. Again, it's. I don't ever blame the animation studios for a bad show. I mean, unless it's poorly animated, in which case, yeah. But I mean, everything that Cloverworks has done over the past years has been beautifully animated, and this looks very visually appealing.
It
So
does.
let's just hope that the story is
It's
good
not
enough to
like the
carry through
Promised
it all.
Neverland season 2.
I mean, I don't think anything can even match that, to be
I'm
honest. But
I'm still a
I
bit
mean,
of Betsy about it.
yeah, you think? But yeah, I
Sometimes.
mean, the premise is, yeah, girl learns to play guitar, wants to be in a band, is too shy, doesn't make friends, but comes across a girl who plays drums and is looking for a guitarist. Seems pretty straightforward. That's all you need in a premise, and then you just build on from there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the cute, funny slice of life that every up and coming or budding rock star could have ever imagine.
I mean, it's got the visual appeal. I don't really like. It's got the cute characters. I'm not gonna deny that. I think it'll be a cute show. My concern, my one want from the show is legitimately good music. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
want.
what I'm
So the one, like, I loved your boy Kong Ming earlier this season. The one big beef that I had with it, and I know our buddy Tim had with it, was that they replayed one song for like 6 fucking episodes, and I wanted to, by like the end of it, just blow my brains out of just like, okay, please give us
Oh
something else.
my god. Okay, no, I this is hilarious. We were driving back and the theme song, I was playing one of my playlists on my phone, and the theme song for your boy Kong Ming came on, and I was talking with my fiance. I was like, "Oh, I really want to finish this because I had started it and just never got around to finishing it." And I made the comment, no joke to her, that where I was like, I was told by Frank that there's like 6, 7 episodes of them singing the same song. And again, I direct quote from what I said to her. I was like, I think I would blow my brains out if I heard that song repeated that many times. So we
Funny
are on
enough,
some sort of similar wavelength. I think we're on the same cycle or something now too,
yeah,
or something.
which funny enough that you actually bring up the theme song. When you said I heard the theme song, I didn't think of the actual theme song. I actually thought of the theme song for Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid, the Juju, yeah, do 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 do,
For Dragon,
ba-da-da-ba.
the first one or
No, I
Made
think that was
S.
season 2. I think that was season
Yeah,
2. The Juju, yeah.
yeah.
Anywho,
Dun,
anywho,
dun,
Bochi the Rock.
magic,
I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna give an episode or three, just
yeah, I'll
depending
give it
on
the 3 episode try.
Yeah, this one
I
is also
do
another one that kind of comes out. There's like, I really
late.
hate that the seasons come out in like, hey, week 1, and then like week 2, and the week 2 is like episode 1 for a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
This is gonna
Well,
be the week 2 episode 1 type deal.
your little lie show doesn't come out until week 3. I don't
Oh
know if you
fuck
noticed
me
that.
running! I didn't notice that. Nope.
Yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. It's
Uh,
really, really,
that'll
really
probably
weird.
kill. It'll probably kill anything off. Also, The Little Lies We Tell by Studio Flat. I've never heard of them.
Mm.
Dame
It's
X
the
Princess Anime
disowned brother of
Caravan and Banished from the
Studio
Heroes
Brad.
Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Both of them
Oh,
just,
that's a recent one.
yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
Both of them pretty mediocre scores, 7.49 and 7.54. So I
Yeah.
have
Well,
I have higher hopes with The Little Lies We All Tell. But moving on to the next one, for the last one on this panel, do it yourself. This is a big slice of life that people are looking forward to, just because it is like a laid back camp type thing where it's just a bunch of girls building shit. Like do it yourself. Just
yeah.
fucking build it.
DIY.
Just DIY. Like I wasn't a huge fan of the laid back camp. Like I gave it a few episodes and I was just like, eh. But this is something I feel like I can get behind because like I feel like I like doing projects around the house once, if I don't feel like I want to be doing something else. Which granted, like there are times where I'm like, yeah, I just want to sit down and play this video game. Please leave me alone, fiance. But there are other times where it's just like, oh, you need me to do this for the shower? Yeah. AKA this past weekend, we recalked and did the shower. Like, it was something I learned and did, and it was neat.
Yeah, gave it your big cock.
Yeah, I put my caulk on it, all over it. My
Right.
white,
Make
my
sure to
white
cover
and
up all
clear
the.
caulk.
Yeah, you got to cover up all the creases with your cock.
Yeah, make sure that none of the water gets through.
Yeah,
But
can't have any
anywho,
leakages
God
in your
damn.
cock.
I hate you so much. Anywho,
I
this
know.
looks like. Well, how did we? Like, I went from like I did a DIY project this fucking weekend to like end this wholesome show. Like, I actually do like doing these type of things.
Oh no,
to you
no,
just fucking talking about
I.
cocks.
But that's a all right. Whatever. No, I'm really excited for this show too.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, I think it looks cute. It looks like it's like, hey, it's a bunch of people that do know how to do DIY and do these projects, and people who have no fucking clue because they're trying to they have a power drill and they're trying to drill in a screw, and they're just fucking all over the wood, just yeah,
Yeah,
like they
you gotta
just
pilot that shit.
mm-hmm. If I've ever learned anything from DIY, it is you can never have enough clamps. But
I always thought it was just you can fix anything with duct tape and WD-40.
No, it's well WD-40, but also Windex.
Duct
So
tape. Well, yeah.
you can clean
Duct
anything
tape
with
and
Windex, and you can fix anything with duct tape and WD-40.
yep. There you go.
But moving on to the next row, we have. I'm actually gonna give the. We're not gonna show the trailer for this one because it's a bit. It's a bit much. Love Flops.
Yeah.
This actually got announced today that it is going to be airing on Hidive, which is pretty appropriate because it is kind of a lewd-er show.
This one just it's straight up lewd.
I mean, it says comedy romance school. It doesn't have,
the trailer we did watch.
Yes, I know the
there
trailer
were
we did
three
watch.
different instances where girls landed on the guy panties first.
It was the stereotypical of like, oh no, don't look up my skirt or whatever.
It wasn't even stereotypical.
Oh, no,
they fell in the most ridiculous ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
a girl like ran into a guy, did like a triple backflip somersault, and just put her snatch right in his face and was like, "Don't look at it." It's like, wow.
Of all words to fucking use,
Gucci. Whatever. Clam. I could come up with a lot of other ones if you want me to.
Oh god, I just
I
wasn't expecting the word snatch. That's all. Like
the one weird thing
an obscure one. Anywho, continue. The one thing.
Keep it in your back pocket. Like their whole angle to this is like there's five girls, but they're all from different countries. So it's like they're playing like the international angle to this weird like ecchi show.
Which hilariously enough, I don't know. The American girl isn't overly American.
What, you mean obese and eating hamburgers every 2 seconds?
Your words, not mine. I was thinking like, how Yu-Gi-Oh portrayed Americans, where it's just a blonde guy with
the Yugi.
No, the blonde guy with the goddamn like USA headband, like the American flag hair band thing, like I'm gonna beat you up.
Like the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is funny because Arnold Schwarzenegger is not even from America; he's from Austria.
I know, but it wasn't his voice. I was just making a stupid voice. Anywho, I'm gonna give this a 1 episode try just to see how fucking stupid it is. Like,
I'm sure it's bad. I'm sure it's really bad. I will also probably give it a try. I just want to give it a try, just because I want to see how many different ass flap scenes.
Here you go. This is the studio that did it. High School DxD Hero.
Hell yeah.
Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, which you did not. You passed on.
I
understand.
did not like that.
Interspecies Reviewers.
So okay, well, Frank? What's the name of the studio?
Yeah, Passion.
Yeah. Passionné. Which, if you look at their actual logo, it's like fire in the background. And like for some reason the eye is a different color than the rest of it, so it's like Pass I 1.
It's passionné. It looks like a red rocket.
Yeah, I will say though the one I'm just gonna skip by that. The one thing that they did do that's actually really good, albeit it does have plenty of scenes where I'm like, is Maruko-chan, which I
Yeah, I
did
was gonna say
actually, I did
Maruko-chan.
really enjoy.
Yeah.
They thankfully they cooled down a little bit after the first like 3 episodes with the amount of like lewd stuff in it, but that was actually a really good show.
Their
So,
list of shows just does not get any
oh
better
no,
the further you go down.
it's horny to the max. So I mean, it makes
Yuri
sense
is my
why.
job. The island of
Yeah,
giant insects, which if you don't
listen,
know, it's fucking cursed.
yeah, like listen, we can stay on this studio for hours, but yeah, all
We're
you
not
need to
going
know
to.
is love flops. The flopping part is the coochies on faces. So if you want to see
and
etchy
and probably the
stuff,
lad's penis over a waistband, but who knows?
oh yeah, yeah, it's the over the hands pants jobs for sure.
The OTPHJ of shows. But anywho, moving on to one of my buddy's most anticipated shows of the season, Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. It is I don't know if this is actually part of the main timeline or if it's a standalone show, but uh, I'm actually going to watch a few episodes of this. I'm actually looking forward to this. This is the first time MSG has had a female protagonist, so I'm actually gonna watch this. I just recently watched Iron Blooded Orphans, so I'm actually looking forward to this show. I don't know about you.
All
I have
you.
a
This is
feeling.
all you and Drew.
Yeah, figured as much. But
I'll stick
it'll
to my
be
mecha shows of Astro Boy and Fooly Cooly.
and as we discussed earlier this week, Attack on
Attack
Titan.
on Titan. That's the other.
I was in somebody's Twitter sphere or Twitter space thing discussion, and somebody was going over their favorite mecha shows, and number 5 was Attack on Titan, and I fucking lost it. I lost it so hard. I was mowing the lawn, and I just stopped and just started laughing. I
I mean,
could not
when you think
believe my
about it,
ears. It's true.
yeah, yeah, I will give it a pass, which is again why I would argue that Fooly Cooly is also a mecha show.
Because he comes out of the forehead. He doesn't actually get
No, no,
into the
no, because
mecha, though.
the robot eats Takun. Like it puts
Yeah,
him in him.
but,
He goes inside and kind of controls it.
not really.
And then
But
robots come
anywho.
out. Sorry, it's the reverse mecha because robots come out of a human. Humans don't go in the robot.
I'll take
There
that.
you
Moving on to the next 2 shows, which neither of us are watching for multiple different reasons. First one, Management of a Novice Alchemist. No,
I don't
it's just
care.
another like pharmacy type show. I feel like, and I'm good.
Now this next one though.
This next one we watched the trailer for before this recording this, and it's a sequel, which surprisingly enough, a sequel to a show. It's called Kankole Itsuka Ano Umi De. I don't know how to. I don't know. My phonetics of Japanese grammar is absolutely awful, but
No.
no, you don't say.
Yeah.
Anywho, basically, this is a show about girls who inhabit the souls of old warships and are at war with whoever has taken over the sea, like this weird entity, like
Yeah.
aliens
They
or
they
some
like
sort. They
basically
if you've
they
seen
glide
Strike
on
Witches, if
water.
you've seen Strike Witches, which they become like jets in the air and shit, this is that, but like warboats.
Yeah, but they don't turn into a boat. They stay girl. They glide on water as if they have like those water propelled jetpacks, and
And
then
they
they
have
have
like a
like
smokestack on their back.
yeah, and they have cannons on their hands to shoot the cannons. But also, I just realized that this is based off of just a game. It just says game,
Oh, it does?
not
No,
light
it doesn't.
novel. Not,
It
yeah, it
says,
does.
oh, it does say game. Yep,
Based
you're
off
right.
game. So, um, yeah, the trailer is goofy as hell because it's just a bunch of girls with metal pieces attached to their bodies, just like T-posing on the water, gliding across it, and then like cannons shooting off for no reason. Like it looks fucking ridiculous. And you cannot tell what it's about based on the visual of it too. It's just like 4 girls walking together, like spaced very far apart, and
We're
then
moving
water
on.
in the background.
We're just
So,
gonna move on because we
ugh,
don't have the time. Anywho,
what a brain power.
Futoku no Guild is a comedy ecchi fantasy harem shonen.
Like
If that's up
Guild
your
with
if that's
Bradley.
if all of those are up your alley, go for it. I'm good. I don't need another harem ecchi comedy
Yeah.
fantasy.
I think it
shonen.
translates to like Guild of Depravity or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And it's just like, why?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it.
For you horny bastards out there, Mr. Magically
Me.
Average, have fun. Fudo P, this is something that's actually airing currently. It's just
Continuing.
because it aired so late in summer that it's technically fall. So if you're watching it, continue. If you're not, whatever. Go back and watch it. The next one is based off a visual novel, but I believe it's also a visual novel being a video game. Or no. Yeah. Visual novel is a video game. Duh, Frank.
Yeah.
God, I always fucking mispronounce this.
It doesn't matter. It's just a
Utawara
continuation.
Rumono Mask of Truth. It's a
It's a
continuation.
continuation.
It's just a series. I know the series. I never played any of it. If you're interested, go for it. Next up, Golden Kamuy 4th season. Haven't watched season 1, 2, 3. So I hear phenomenal things. I'm not giving it shit. I hear phenomenal things. Just haven't watched it. But season 4 is coming out, so have fun with that. Next up is another unfortunate show that just doesn't really need to exist, but it does. Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time Super Extra. It's just season 2 of Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time. If you're horny and you know it, clap your hands.
If you clap, you got to clap your ass cheeks, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just basically a guy who's betrothed to like a princess, but he can't stop fucking cheating on her with like monster girls. That's
I thought
basically
I thought the premise was like
nope.
he beat a person in a thing, so like all the monster girls want to mate with him because he's like the strongest person.
Yeah, essentially. But like he can't stop cheating on the princess with monster girls. That's basically the premise.
And can you blame them? They're monster girls.
They literally every single person on this poster has big old boobies. So if that's your kink, go for it. Have fun. Next one, Shinobi no Itoki. Itoki? I don't know. But basically the insert name was an ordinary student until his life was turned upside down. Whoa! And he
becomes a ninja.
Go.
He's from a long line of ninjas. That's it. That's okay.
Yeah. No.
Moving on.
Next one. Urushi Yatsura. Basically, this is a very old show being redone. The manga was based in the 70s or made in the 70s, and the original TV show was from 81 to 86, and they're just remaking it. Which,
if you saw the title, you'd probably know it. It's the girl with like the leopard printed, like bikini basically and boots.
Yeah.
And the kid with like the all black school uniform. Classic, old. Never watched the original, but I probably will watch this. Since it is just a retelling, I think it's just the redoing the original series. Yeah.
I think that this is a remake. I will watch an episode or two just to see how it is, but I mean, it looks like a pretty funny like comedy action show. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
This is basically just like a fluff piece. It's just like this is fun. This is what it is. I don't know. It's like this doesn't need to be taken seriously. This is just there to enjoy.
Yep. Yeah.
I will say anything revolutionary.
The one thing from the visual and from the trailer that I've seen too is I love the fact that they kind of kept the old school look to it, but like with new animation like aesthetics, I would say. Yep. Like I really appreciate that. So
I do agree. It does look very old, but it also looks I guess it looks new for the fact that it looks
it's just like it has like a paint like they refinished it. You know what I mean? Like they give it a nice coating.
It wasn't even necessarily that. I just lost for words. It looks like clean. It looks fluid instead of very choppy. Like, yeah, like, with original animation, it sometimes looks a bit choppy where, it's all done by hand. This looks very fluid. Fluid is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, there you go.
So
more gross words. Moist. It looks very moist.
Nope, wasn't going. I don't think fluid is really a gross word, but that's just you apparently. So yeah, that one definitely looks pretty darn good. I do want to watch at least an episode of. Um, but moving on because we are pressed for time. Beast Tamer. Uh, no, I'm good.
Looks pretty
It's just
etchy too. Yeah.
it doesn't look. I don't think it looks etchy
I
necessarily.
I don't know.
Brain
I
is a
think we
beast
watched the
tamer who
trailer and
fights
it's like, meh.
alongside heroes to bring down the Demon King. There you go. There's your synopsis. There's more to it, but
Oy.
it's just like there you go. But yeah, it just looks fine. It doesn't look great. It just looks like an anime.
Meh.
Meh. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss, and I'm also out on this one. I really don't care. It
Yeah.
just
It also comes out in 4 days, which is the earliest, I believe, from the fall season.
unless you're counting continuations, I believe that's correct. Because Fudo Pi, Pi.
Yeah. Not counting continuations.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's yeah, it does start very early. I also have zero interest in it. It's a comedy, fantasy, isekai, romance shoujo. So
yeah. I don't think it's in the same like series as this, but it's giving off the um what is it? The villainess in a video game.
all roads lead
All
to
yeah,
Doom.
release Doom. Yeah.
It looks more cartoony than that. It almost gives off like a
Yeah.
like Iramu shit.
The
It's
Demon
actually
School.
yeah. Welcome to Demon Academy, Iramu-kun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
up
you're
here.
right.
It gives off more of a
With the
vibe
style.
of that than anything. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it, but for those of you who
Nope.
are interested, good for you. Glad. I hope it brings you joy. Next one. Again, I'm passing. I think you said you were gonna watch an episode or two of this. More Than a Married Couple, but not lovers.
Yeah, I think it's because I talked with Element about it and we watched the trailer before and or at least I know I have. The premise looks interesting enough to get me into at least one episode. I don't know if I'm gonna watch beyond that unless it's like really
The premise, real quick.
solid.
The story is set in a high school where students are forced to live as pseudo couples as a part of a curriculum. Jiro Yakuin is paired with a name who is the complete opposite of him in the traditional martial training class. At the suggestion of Name, they start living in a pseudo couple in order to get the right to exchange pairs, which is given to top performers. They practice various activities such as the first kiss in order to earn points, but as they come to understand each other's personalities and thoughts, they unintentionally become closer and come to like each other.
It's basically like a less creepy version of this season's my stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Yeah.
It's like that, but but less creepy because it's not like the whole like family love thing.
Yep. Um,
So I don't know. I'll
I'm
give it
not.
one episode.
You have fun with that episode. I will not be
I
watching it.
will.
Good for you. Next up is a show that's airing right now and is just continuing into next season, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I fell off pretty fucking hard on this one.
Yeah, you did.
I thought from that name, like, man, it's gonna get me. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be another fucking. Oh, what are we watching? Winter that we absolutely loved.
I'm not gonna say because you forget it every
Sabakui
time.
Bisco. I thought
Good
this was gonna
job.
be just like another Sabakui Bisco, but nope. This was just bad. It was not good.
Nope. Yep.
And then the next one, which both of us are unanimously skipping. Somehow I've gotten stronger when I improve my farm-related skills.
Which, granted, that title sounds interesting. I like the idea of being isekai'd and only upgrading one of your like fire building skill or something like that. You know what I mean? But it also gives me the icky vibes of this might just become another I've been killing slimes for 300 years and max my level situation where it's like he farms and somehow becomes the strongest person in the village and it's like okay.
Yeah.
So
But the
I'm
the
going to
next the
pass.
next couple shows are going to be very interesting. First one being Blue Lock. I'm definitely giving this at least 3 episodes, if not more.
Oh,
Um,
I'm watching through for sure. This looks like a stellar sports anime. I
yeah,
I mean animation aside, which if you haven't seen the trailer for it, go
which is
watch it
playing right
because
now.
Yeah, like holy moly, does the animation look really, really insane. The premise itself for a sports anime is
It's a battle royale,
very
but
intriguing.
sports.
Yeah, like it's super interesting.
Yeah, basically, Japan lost their striker for their football, aka soccer team. Striker being a forward. So they decide we're going to put all the high school strikers into one prison, essentially. And the last one remaining, aka the last one who does very well, is going to be the nation's newest striker. So it's just a battle royale for soccer slash football, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think
the
it's gonna be great.
unfortunately the animation style reminds me a lot of fuck, what was the show we just shit on last season?
Wadachi game.
Yeah.
Um,
It really kind of reminds me of that animation, which I'm not looking forward to, but this
I
has
would
a
say the
much better premise than that ever did, and I have higher hopes for this than that show ever was.
yeah. I mean, I would say from the visual, like the poster, yeah, I would see that. But the trailer, I mean, the style is completely different. It's it's just it's so fast paced, but they make it look very, to use your word, fluid when they do it.
That's
I'm
fair.
very excited for it.
Although the one thing that I will say before we move on to the next one is that this does go down the Attack on Titan season 4 route in which there are black lines fucking everywhere for the shadows. Like the
Yeah.
shadows on faces, and that
Mm.
it's really annoying to me because I fucking we if you've listened to the show
Yes,
before,
yes,
you know
yes.
that
We've talked about it.
we both hate season 4 of Attack on Titan. So, but
Season of black lines everywhere.
season of black lines, what the fuck is going on? But the next show I'm actually very excited for, at least give it a 3 episode try.
Yep.
Reincarnated as a sword. This, like, it takes a special type of isekai to get me into a show. This has gotten like this is a pretty well known manga slash light novel series, and I'm really looking forward to this because it's like, I don't know. It's just like it's an interesting premise. Like, yeah, I was reborn in a new world, but I'm actually a sword. I'm not a person, and I'm going to help this basically cat girl slave become free and save the world of some sort of evil. I don't know. It looks pretty darn interesting. It looks kind of funny. I'm looking forward to this one actually a lot. I have high hopes for this one.
Yeah.
So,
Right there with
and
you.
looking, I haven't actually watched the trailer. This is the first time I'm watching the trailer, and this looks fucking awesome.
Oh no,
Like,
the trailer looks great.
yeah,
Like
this looks
the
fucking
action
dope.
scenes, and you know it's going to be good because the
Was it
studio that did
OLM?
it, no, it's C2C, which did Pure Ore, Pride of Orange, my hockey anime.
Ooh, look at
So you know
you.
it's going to be fantastic because the animation actually in that was really freaking good. I will say. Same studio that also did Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena, World End,
Mm.
a couple other ones. Harukuna Received too. So
Okay,
a couple of sports
they've done
ones.
other sports animes, so it's just,
Yeah.
they've got some
So
action
sports and
scenes down.
action. Yeah.
But yep. So reincarnated as a sword, I'm looking forward to. I'll watch at least an episode or two. Uzaki-chan season 2, you're looking forward
Yay.
to. I'm not gonna watch. Have fun with it, buddy.
Oh, the manga is so good. I love the manga. It's very adorable. It is. I will say for people that have seen things about it and like the whole teasing thing, if you like Nagatoro, which you and I both love Nagatoro, the manga is heading in that direction. So, just saying,
Good
it's
for
very adorable.
you.
Move on, you butthead.
To Your Eternity season 2, which I actually talked to Lobo about this, and he's not like, out of everything that's coming out, this is like at the bottom of his list of things to watch, which I was shocked at. But yeah, if you like To Your Eternity, season 2 is coming out with a 20 episode season.
Holy
Which is
moly!
a shit. I mean,
But
I
it
think
starts
season one.
starts in 33 days.
Well, season
What
one
the
was
fuck?
season. I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, get rid of like the first few weeks, and this will end in like near the end of winter 2022. Because season 1 was like 24 episodes, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I believe it extended into the next season. Yeah.
Yeah. So To Your Eternity season 2 coming out. Season 3, we talked about this earlier. Welcome to Demon School. God bless it.
Iruma-kun.
Yes.
Iruma-kun.
Season 3 is coming out. I've watched part of season 2. I need to finish it. I've casually been watching the dub when I work, but it was something that is just like, if I don't know what else to watch, I will watch that. So season 3 coming at you soon. Yeah, it's fun. It's not great. It's not like, oh my god, this is amazing. No. But it's fun. It's stupid fun.
Yeah.
But the next show I am interested in, The Eminence of in Shadow. This looks pretty intriguing. I actually don't really know what it's about. I've never watched the trailer. I know I've read what it's about earlier, but I don't remember what the fuck it's about. So we're watching the trailer to see what it's about, and I'm not reading the subtitles, but I know that this is on my list of things to watch. The premise seemed pretty fucking cool, so
yeah. It's kind of goofy because it's an action isekai, but also very heavy comedy elements where like the guy gets isekai'd. He wants to become the unlikely leader of an underground organization that fights against a menacing cult. Basically makes up this organization to fight this cult that doesn't exist. The catch is that the cult actually does exist. And they don't like the fact that he's calling them out and trying to defeat them. So it's like the weird thing of like, not the weird thing, but the goofy thing of like I'm gonna make up something just to get off these people that are on my back about where I came from, and I'm just gonna make this big old story, and then lo and behold, it becomes true. So
yeah,
we'll see if they can actually play it out well.
Yeah, in looking at this trailer, it's pretty entertaining. It looks pretty good, but yeah, I'm giving this a 3-episode try. It's not necessarily at the top of my list, but I know that a lot of people are looking forward to it. We're gonna blast.
We have now reached the top 5. I think everyone knows
6.
These, so we can.
Top 6.
Well, one's technically a repeat that requires some explanation.
That is right.
The 5 main ones for this upcoming season. Frankfurter, take it away.
So, Bleach: The 1,000-Year Blood War, which we have talked fucking endlessly about. We don't have any information as to where it's coming from. Disney Plus, and yeah, like
I need to take like 2 seconds, real quick. For any of you out there listening too, feel free to send us messages on Twitter or Discord, or message us directly on those socials, or our TikTok. Yeah. So on our TikTok, I made a video just basically explaining that we still don't know a lot about the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, because all the news that's coming out is saying that it's going to be simulcast, it's coming out on this date, all these great things. However, they still haven't stated where it's going to be streamed, if it's going to be simulcast outside of the United States, and when it's actually going to be dropped in the United States.
Let me fix one thing. Where it's going to be simulcast, period. Like Asia is more than likely, like Disney Plus has simulcasted summertime rendering in Asia. They have not done it anywhere else. That is more than likely what they are talking about for simulcast. We don't know anywhere outside of Asia. Continue.
Correct. I've stated this over and over again. I've cited articles. I have numerous people still yelling at me saying that it is already confirmed that it's going to be simulcast in the United States, and it's going to come out in the United States on October 11th or whenever it's coming out. If that is the case, please send me articles, send me news, let me know, because everything that I have seen so far has stated otherwise. So, again, just a disclaimer, please do not anticipate being able to watch Bleach right now if you're in the United States or anywhere else in the world outside of Japan, really, on October 11th, 10th, because we still do not have a final confirmation on where it's going to be streamed, if it's going to be simulcast, and then when it's coming out in the United States.
We just know that it has a simulcast. We just don't know where.
Because we're being fed.
Simulcast is a broad term.
It just means simulcast literally means that when it's being streamed on live television, it is then going to be pushed to some streaming site. Hence simulcast.
Simultaneous casting.
We both said simultaneous casting. So we just don't have the final confirmation of anything else. Correct. So please be patient.
And if
please
you don't fucking believe
follow.
us and you believe every other Joe Schmo that says
Yeah.
we are going to have it in the US, do your own fucking research. Please, I implore you, just like the fucking coronavirus, do your own goddamn research because
Please and thank you.
it will save us a bunch of time of repeating ourselves.
Yes.
Over and over again.
Anyway, what are the next ones?
Yeah. Mob Psycho 100 season 3. This is I think there were about 1 to 3 chapters at the end of season 2 that weren't adapted into the anime. They're not adapting that to my knowledge, quote unquote. I don't know if they're adapting those 2 into the last episode or those last 1 to 3 chapters into the first episode of the season. However, this season 3 is going to be brand new material for Mob Psycho that was not published in a manga. I don't think it was a light novel, etc., etc. However, the author is the author of the original material, the source material, is directly involved in this. He does have a say as to where the story goes for this original work. I am looking forward to this show. This is one of my most anticipated shows because I absolutely like Mob Psycho season 1 was a 9 out of 10. It was great. It was funny. Set the foundation. Season 2, 10 out of 10. That show was fucking flawless. The pacing was great. The comedy was excellent, superb, and the action was fucking on point. Looking forward to season 3. Can't wait to see what they have for an original story for this. Please don't disappoint me. Moving on, we have also My Hero Academia season 6. You've heard us bitching. If you have not listened to our podcast in the past, we bitched and moaned about season 5 and how shitty it was because let's be honest, if you
and
don't
a little bit
lie
of
to
season
yourself,
4 too.
I enjoyed season 4. I don't care.
I liked it.
I really enjoyed season 4 still. Like all
I
of
liked it.
I do like the.
I think it could have ended better.
No, I think if you ended it at Overhaul and you made the gentleman villain as a movie, I think that would have been better.
Yes,
I think that would have been better, but as a whole, I still really enjoyed season 4, season 5. We've talked about if you liked it, great. You know what? I'm not going to take that away from you. Tyler and I, we both thought it was a piece of duty. So, it is what it is. Season 6. Season 6 has a lot of hype around it. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. Deku, my boy, you vanilla piece of shit. Go get him.
Go get him, Tiger.
Go get him, Vanilla Bean.
Poor Deku.
No. God damn. I can't wait for Vigilantes to get animated because it's such a better story. Anywho, we'll skip Chainsaw Man because we have more to say about that. Uncle from Another World. This is airing right now in the United States and Japan on Netflix. However, because of COVID, it just fucked up the studio. They basically were like, yeah, we got to take time off. We got to reschedule things. We're going to re-show the first 6 episodes or 7 episodes, and then we'll come back with episode 8 and we'll air it on Netflix and everything else. So they're counting it as a fall show, but it's still technically aired in summer. But more Uncle from Another World coming soon.
Really not.
And by soon, I mean in 65 days and 10 hours.
So November. Yeah, they had an unfortunate situation where they had one episode delayed earlier in the season 2 because of COVID, and there was a 2-week delay, 2.5-week delay, and then they had another outbreak of COVID at the studio, so they've just decided to push everything back. So they're re-airing the episodes in Japan on TV during their time slot, but for everyone else watching outside of Japan, for those in the US watching on Netflix, you just won't see any new episodes until November.
Yep.
So just heads up there if you're wondering why the rest of the season hasn't come out yet. It's because of the COVID outbreak at the studio. So I still highly recommend it. It's a very fun watch. The comedy is really, really hilarious. Yes, you have plenty of time to catch up.
Because I've yet to start that show. All right, moving on because we really need to end this episode. We're at an hour and 14 minutes.
2 more.
Let's go with Spy Family. Spy Family Core 2. Can't wait. Fucking tennis. That's all I got to say.
Tennis. Yeah. Couple of new characters which are going to be incredible once they get introduced to the series.
If you've
Finally,
if you watched the brand new trailer that came out this past weekend, you know one of the characters. It was teased last season. It's on the fucking
are also in the.
poster. It
Yeah,
do
I was
be
gonna say they're in the
furry.
poster.
It do
Yeah,
be furry. It do be Mr. Bowtie
handsome.
himself, Mr. Handsome
Yeah.
Boy. But yeah, Spy Family season or core 2, part 2 of season 1. Can't wait. Fucking great. 13 episodes. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And then it's the behemoth. It's the thing everybody is fucking waiting for, including myself. I cannot believe it's finally coming out. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. I didn't know how to react to that. I didn't know what you were doing there, but
I'm a full bottle of wine in. What do you want?
yeah, I know. Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. If you don't know
Finally.
what the fuck it is, you've been living under a rock, this is gonna be the biggest anime. I hate to say it, it's gonna be the biggest anime since Attack on Titan.
No, I agree. I mean, Mappa themselves has come out and said that Chainsaw Man is going to be the anime that starts the next wave. Like it's the next era of anime. This is the very beginning, and it's starting with Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
And it's a very bold thing of them to say. It's also kind of cryptic because I don't know if it means based on storytelling, animation, like the amount of gore and sheer violence is going to show. I have no idea. But
I think
the fact that the
if I had to
CEO,
guess, it probably would be animation for the fact that like you look at what's out on Shonen Jump and Shonen Jump Plus, like there's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. But I think because they've I think it's gonna be animation wise because they announced it last year. They had a teaser last year of what it was gonna look like, and I don't know what has Mappa done in the past year.
Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Start date. We're just gonna go through it. I think like they've literally taken.
They've done stellar shows though.
Okay, in the past year, they've done Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 1 and 2, Zombieland Saga Season 2, Yasuke, which I've never heard of, which is a web series, 6 episodes, Remain, fuck you.
I forgot that was done by Mappa.
Me too.
I forgot that was a Mappa one.
Talk Top Destiny, the...
Oh, yeah. But they did it with someone else, right? Talk Top was with someone else, I believe. I don't think Mappa did it themselves. I think they did it with another studio.
Yeah, they did it with Madhouse.
Yeah, okay.
So it was a collaboration with Madhouse. Jujutsu Kaisen the movie, season 2, part 2 of Attack on Titan, Dance Dance Danseur, Kakaguri Twin, which is a spin-off, and then Chainsaw Man. And then everything else is like 2023 or like beyond, where it hasn't been like announced of what the fuck when the hell it's gonna come out. They have spent over a year on this animation, and a lot of people have been like, no, I don't want to work on your project, I want to work on this. Like I've heard through different articles, I've seen different tweets of just like people saying, I just want to work on this show because I love this IP. This is one of those things that this is going to be a special show because everybody who has read, the majority of people who have read the manga have absolutely loved it, and the people who are working on it want to work on it. They don't want this to be fucked up. It's a lot of industry veterans. They're just like, we want to work on this because we love it. We absolutely love this. We want this to be the most quality show it can be. So,
well, and the creator Tatsuki Fujimoto is like an integral part too.
Yeah, he's been a part
every
of this
every
since
aspect,
like day one.
Yeah, which again, that could be another piece to the whole next wave or next generation of anime. Like, I like when the creators are included in the development team for the anime too.
Yeah.
Like not just in terms of like here's the source material, we'll just take it and roll with it. Yeah, it's like no, you're gonna direct too. You're gonna be part of the the visuals. You're going to be a part of the score. You're going to be a part of the sound design. Like every single bit. Like I'm hoping Fujimoto has, and I believe he has had a part in
All of it.
creating what is supposedly going to be this masterpiece of a show.
Yeah.
So I'm beyond excited.
I think
I'm
a
sure
majority of
everyone.
people are.
Yes, I'm
This,
sure most of the anime community, even for those who haven't read it yet, maybe just have heard about it or seen things online. I'm sure almost everyone is excited just to see what it's going to be like,
yeah, I
just for the
know
experience alone.
my buddy who enjoys anime but doesn't seek it out actively, I have hyped this show up to enough to him where he's like, Frank, I need you to stop because like I'm getting my hopes up for this. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy, but like I can't. I can't not be excited for this because I know what's going to be in this show. I know the greatness that is going to be the show. Like I can't stop hyping it up. And yeah, it honestly it is one of those shows for next season that it's just like I have never been more excited for a show than this.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought I was excited for Spy Family, and then we finally got the date for this, and I just there hasn't been a day where I haven't thought about this show. Like
yeah. I mean, it
it's consuming. It's all consuming.
it's been across social media. It's been on anytime a blip comes out from Mappa or the Chainsaw Man team. It's on every anime news site,
It
any
gets
Twitter site.
trending everything.
Yeah, everything. So I mean, it's safe to say that this is undoubtedly the most hyped, anticipated, and I think early signs point to anime of the year
Yeah,
show to come out.
if I mean I'd be shocked if this doesn't get the nod for at least a nomination. If it doesn't win, I'd be even more shocked. Like something next season really has to beat it out because like we know what we're getting next season
Mhm.
for Chainsaw Man. As to where they end it, there's still debates, but like I think that this is literally going to be the show to beat for Anime of the Year for Crunchyroll Awards next year. But yeah, we'll have to find out as to if it does live up to that hype. I think it will. I think you think it will. Um, we are going to skip recommendations this week. I do have one in my back pocket that I do want to talk about, but we've gone way over time. So if you are still listening, I want to thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining us this week. We will be back. Actually, we will be back on Friday. I don't know the dates because my dates are shit. We will be back on Friday, September 23rd, with an episode of Baka&Co, the actual show, in which
Flagship.
we will be reviewing a show. We will keep it a mystery until we reveal it. So we'll be back on Friday, and then we will be back next Monday with Summer 2022 in review. So look forward to our review then. If you don't want the conversation to end, you can find us on Twitter at Baka&Co Podcast. You can join our Discord there. Tell us why we're dumb. Tell us why we're smart. And just give us your recommendations or opinions and tell us why we're dumb. I don't know. Anywho. So until next time, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then. Bye, everyone.